It is such a contentious subject, Rebecca, by anybody's standards. You're not allowed, seemingly, in the United Kingdom anymore to have a bit of innocent fun, but I do understand, and we said it this morning, with the way the world is now, do we look at this in a different way?
My problem is that I find it really frustrating to hear this conflated with Me Too. Me Too is about preventing sexual assault and rape against all people, especially women who are disproportionately affected by sexual assault. To me, this isn't part of the same problem. I can see why people might think it's sexist, but it's not Me Too. These are very different things. This is a consensual award. And I spoke to the organisers yesterday and I said, if somebody felt offended or upset by being nominated, would you withdraw them as a nominee? And they said, yes, they would. So if it's an option, I can't really see why it's a problem.
Eleanor, is it a bit of fun, isn't it? Who wouldn't want to be Rear of the Year?
Well, it starts off as a bit of fun, and it started off in the 70s, the time of flares and lots of rather unsavoury, maybe sexual attentions that people later didn't want. And I think it basically should be left in the 70s. I was talking to my 13-year-old daughter last night about it, and she was like, what? They give people prizes for their bottoms? What's going on? And I think in 2018... those kind of 70s, slightly grubby awards have really run their day.
Is that because you and I, Eleanor, are never going to win it?
Well,
are we
you
just
think I may be a bit bitter? You said
I include myself in it.
That's not necessarily... Waterman had it in her 50s.
I just don't think that we should be objectifying...
The irony is, here's the world we live in.
We shouldn't be objectifying men or women in that way.
Absolutely, but here's the world we live in. You could say that. If I said that to Eleanor, slaughtered. The point is, you make a really good point, Rebecca. You both make a good point. Should it be left behind? But hold on a second. Kate said it. If somebody is on the list or you said it, they get taken off. They don't actually go out, it seems, and actively get people to vote. But why? What is wrong with personal choice nowadays?
It's not about personal choice.
What those that object to it say, though, is, like Eleanor, is that it's part of a way of thinking about, you know, objectifying the body and making that is the thing that makes you a winner, as opposed to all the other things that you have to offer.
So my stance on this, and I realise this is not a point that everybody will share, is that I don't see why my very expensive, time-consuming degree is more impressive than somebody else's very expensive, time-consuming body. I make money by having a big mouth. Other people make money by having a really great bum. I don't understand why one of those is more valid and one of them is less valid.
And people do work very hard on their bodies, don't they? And we're in a time of obesity.
But is that superficial,
trying to make people more healthy.
Is that superficial?
It is superficial.
Should it be about the person rather than the body?
It is superficial. And for millennia, women have been judged on their bodies and then on their appearances, rather than on the quality of their characters or their brains or their other kinds of achievements. But
you just admitted to me there, we were talking at the aside, you bring up Fiona Bruce and you said she accepted the award but didn't like the photo shoot. Don't accept the award then. You would go into that. If it's been here since the 70s, you would know what it involved.
She thought it was a bit of fun, but actually, having gone through it, she found it rather demeaning. She didn't want to be reduced to a bottom. And I totally understand what you say, that people are free to make their own choices. I think, though, what's interesting, only 10,000 people voted for this award this year, which shows that it is past its sell-by date, and it's not the way that we want our daughters, or indeed our sons, to think that they're being valued. I think that we should be having a brain of the year or a personality of the year, not a bottom.
But life is a competition. I think life generally is a competition for people who are amazing intellectually, more for men than for women, absolutely. But the reality is, if I had children, which hopefully I will one day, who are, you know, not necessarily academic but very, very good looking, I would be like, absolutely pound that.
But Rebecca, conversely, the problem with that, and I have 3 daughters, is that if you don't have the perfect bottom or the perfect brain or the perfect personality, what pressure are you now getting from society to look like this or do that? That is a relevant point.
I grew up in the age of Instagram and Facebook. I totally know what it is to be a non-skinny teenager looking at photos every single day. But the reality is, I think what we need to be teaching girls is there will be something that you're really good at. Exploit that.
Yes, but therefore the Rear of the Year puts across entirely the wrong message. That undermines your own argument.
But if you're stupid but you've got a great bum, why not use the great bum?
No, but it's saying, because that makes all women, however intelligent, feel that they're only going to be judged by how they look.
But then intelligence makes other women feel like...
We've been asking viewers, haven't we, about Twitter?
That's true, because even if you're intelligent, you're expected
We've been asking viewers what they think of the Rear of the Year competition. 51% said yes, it is outdated. 49% said no.
But as you know, with close votes,
like Brexit, it makes absolutely no difference.
We'll be 2 years later talking about whether and how to ban it, won't we, if we go by that?
Would you accept it if you were given it?
I mean, I think it's relatively unlikely. But yeah, sure, why not?
Would you, Kate?
What? Sorry, Danny?
Would you accept it if they said to you?
Oh, my goodness, I'd accept it just like I accept pigs flying.
Would you accept
I'd be
it?
very happy.
Well, of course, anybody,
yeah.
most
Would
people
you
would,
accept
wouldn't
it?
they?
Sorry?
Would you accept it, Jeremy?
Yeah.